When dealing with stakeholders, there are 5 common problems that may arise. First, a customer whose vision far exceeds his budget. One of the most frustrating stakeholder problems is the inevitable customer who has big dreams but doesn't have the money to pay for it all. They want to implement a major business solution with a lot of features and can't understand why the project costs so much. They may try to negotiate with you to convince you that the project can be implemented more cheaply. This customer wants it faster, cheaper, and always at a high level of quality. The second problem is encountering a stakeholder who is never satisfied. You may write perfect requirements and ensure that the development team understands them exactly. You may work long hours to ensure that the project gets delivered on time and on budget. None of it matters for the perpetually unsatisfied customer. The third problem is executives that ignore your budget and time estimates. Executives are under a lot of pressure. The buck stops with them when it comes to a business unit's performance. When an executive says to jump, the expected response is how high. That's what makes things so difficult when an executive rejects your budget and time estimates for a project. He may simply disagree with you based on his expertise or that of his senior staff. Or the numbers you provide may just be inconvenient for the organisation and its strategic plan. This is especially true when the executive is in your chain of command, making escalation to a higher power unfeasible. The danger here is that the organisation puts the project on an unreasonable timeline or on an insufficient budget. If left unaddressed, an explosion of non-performance may occur somewhere down the line that can put jobs and reputations on the line. The fourth problem is disagreement about project requirements. Having a disagreement about project requirements is probably the most common of stakeholder problems. Business solutions are often complex things. You may have 5, 10, 20 or more stakeholders, depending on how far the solution reaches. They all play different roles in the organisation. When you have so many people involved, often with strong egos and different opinions, it can lead to a bit of a circus when it comes to requirements. The fifth problem is the stakeholder with ever-expanding scope ambitions. This is a customer who starts small with what they want. Then, as a result of changing market conditions or increased understanding of the project's potential, the customer starts to want more and more. Features that the customer never even thought about suddenly become a top priority. The customer may or may not have the money to pay for the additional features, but the real issue here is one of time. If the project has already committed to providing a certain functionality, adding more features can endanger the entire project because of its increasing complexity.